All right, meeting, you ready? All right, meeting 6:31. Consider approval for minutes of March 28th, 2024 meeting and take appropriate action. Did everybody get the minutes? And who would like to approve the minutes?
I make a motion to approve them.
Teresa? Anybody second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Ann? Okay, receive an update, event center update, take appropriate action.
Well, the building is almost done. We sent out, I know I forwarded this, and I think city manager's office also forwarded. So this upcoming Tuesday, April 30th, they're doing a preview open house. The building is not done. We're about 90% there, but they wanted to do kind of a open house walkthrough so that citizens, council, all the different boards could come and see it. It will be a come and go event. I know they're going to have information about the bond election and everything, but it'll be a great opportunity to see the building 90% done. We're almost there. So it'll be Tuesday, April 30th, starting at 5 p.m. And it says, come and go. I think there'll be some, light refreshments and water and whatnot. But we have weekly meetings. We did a huge walkthrough today. Now I think they're going to be, we have another one Monday. So it looks beautiful, but there's definitely, we still have the punch list items to do and everything. So that is on Tuesday, and then we also had discussed doing an event for the board, for former board, volunteers, friends of the historical park, to be able to celebrate the long road that has gotten us to today and gotten us to winning the Board of the Year for boards and commissions. So congratulations again to everyone on that. And so we had kind of discussed, we were waiting to see when everything was going to be completed. So Missy and I briefly had talked about instead of the June 27th meeting, Thursday, June 27th, having the VIP event at that time. And so kind of wanted to mention it to see what everyone's thoughts were, and have it more kind of an event where we could invite, as I said, former board and staff, volunteers, pretty much anyone who's ever been involved and helped us on the long road to get to where we are now.
What was the date? June what?
That would be Thursday, June 27th.
Okay.
In place of our meeting.
In place of our meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
And so we'd work on the invite list and the all the refreshments and
I'm
particulars.
not able to, I have a rotary installation that night, but you guys do you.
You would have missed the meeting then, right? Okay, so that's kind of good.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it either, but.
I am out of town that day. Not a good day.
I'll be here.
I'm in Idaho.
I'll be here.
Do we want to wait and do it in? It's up to you guys.
I don't mind waiting.
Yeah.
I don't mind waiting.
The May meeting would be
Does
too
a week
soon.
before help anybody or?
We're doing it a week early, so that's May 16th, and the
Yeah.
agenda.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it that. We wouldn't be able to have long enough to really plan. I'm out of town next Friday until May. Till May 20th. So
Yeah.
I would say either, and we also, we'll talk about the next line item on here, our agenda item, but I'd say if we don't do it in June, then probably the fall.
Could we move the meeting to June 20th, or there's always gonna be someone who's missing
Yeah,
anyway?
I could do the 20th.
I can do the 20th.
Can you do the 20th?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the 20th? Can Hillary?
Do we need a motion?
Hold on, let me make sure that we don't have any conflicts, and I need to verify with Lynette, but I'm sure that will be all right for a weekday, but let me. So instead of the 27th, do the 20th?
Mm-hmm.
That should be okay.
Okay.
That's a Thursday night, it's
Yeah.
like a
Mhm.
meeting, okay.
So 20th.
She's gonna confirm with Lynette, and I'm sure she'll send us an email. We'll know in there.
But besides that, the building is coming along, the nano walls were installed, and if you're able to come out on Tuesday, you'll get to see that the 90% done, and then once we have it all done, when we have our event, you'll get to see it all in its beautiful glory.
Nice.
All right, moving right along, we're gonna discuss May, July, November, and December board meetings and take appropriate action.
So we had discussed last time of moving the May meeting from the May 23rd and to moving it up a week to May 16th. We typically do not have a meeting in July. In November, it normally falls at Thanksgiving, so we normally do the week before, which would be November 17th. And we typically do not do a December meeting. And then now that we just discussed June, then I'll add that to it of moving the June meeting from June 27th to June 20th. So we need to
Motion.
verify that those dates you all like, and then a motion and if you want to do them individually or together.
We just do group motion, right? So
I make a motion that the May meeting be the 16th,
Okay.
the June meeting be the 20th, the July meeting canceled as normal, the November meeting being the 17th, and the December meeting being canceled per general schedule.
I can't second.
I'll second.
All right.
Who was that?
Me.
Okay.
So, our next meeting will be May 16th.
Yay.
Yay. And on April 30th, we have the open house here.
Yes.
And on June the 20th, we're gonna have our VIP party for you and Leonard.
Yes.
Okay. All right, receive an update on historical park current projects, events, and upcoming activities.
The calendar of events is in there. We have our charcuterie board class coming up next Thursday. It is sold out.
Oh.
So
It was fast.
it remains very, very popular. We love that. We have our passive programming, long games, come fly a kite. We have our Mums and Sons, which is on Sunday, May 5th. That's kind of for Mother's Day, for mothers and their sons of all ages to come. We get a lot of younger families, but it is for all ages. Our theme this year is Adventure in Wonderland, so it's an Alice in Wonderland theme. We will have a picnic lunch and tours of the Queen Anne exhibit, Alice Adventures in Wonderland. That's in there right now. Denton Drive Live will be out here on May 11th, June 1st, and July 13th. So the one that's coming up is a Latin fusion. There'll be two different bands performing on May 11th, so that'll be a lot of fun. Our Archella Summer Camp is a 70s theme this year, and it is completely sold out, so no space available on that one. Independence Day celebration, of course, will be out here. It's on Wednesday, July 3rd, and more information is coming soon, but it's going to be typical like we do every year, where there will be live entertainment, music, fireworks in the evening. Residents get the firecracker pass and all of that. And then our Girls Make History Camp is also sold out, so that will be in July 15th through 19th. So that'll be a lot of fun. We also have, just so y'all know, other things going on. The rec center puts on their Summer Funshine, which is their everyday camp. They come out here several times, as well as the teen leadership program. We have them, I think, every other Tuesday for several weeks, or I think it's spread out over a couple months. Well, they'll come out here and do programs, so that's going to be a lot of fun. We still have, of course, right now, school tours going on. We just had another one booked for Monday. Getting set up for the events. This weekend is, as long as the weather holds out and everything like it's supposed to, Fish and Fun is happening this weekend, so that's always a lot of fun. What else is coming up? It's just been a very busy time for everything. Our calendar up here, budgets and everything, so that's pretty much, besides the preview of the event center, and that's about it. Didn't give any other major calendar updates.
I'm sorry, can we go back to the scheduling? November 17th appears to be a Sunday.
Oh, did I tell you anything?
Yep.
Well, that's not helpful. 14th,
November 14th?
November 14th. Where
The
did I
second
get the
week.
17th from?
There is October 17th, is
I bet I was looking at October.
Okay,
Yeah.
not November 21st, but November 14th.
November
Okay.
14th.
good catch.
That is,
The week before Thanksgiving, which is the third
2 weeks
Thursday.
before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
'Cause
Oh, right,
Thanksgiving is the
Thanksgiving's the
28th.
Thanksgiving's on 20th.
So 2 weeks before
Do we
Thanksgiving, so
wanna
it would be
do
the
on
second week.
21st, or
what was
the-
October? Was October the 17th? Was that the?
Should it be the 20th?
November.
Should it be the
I was
21st?
just
No,
saying
but-
there was, not that that was the meeting date.
Right, but what is the October meeting date?
October?
The 24th.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
I was looking at October because I'm like, where did Bluegrass go? I was looking at the October when I wrote that down because that's the week. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. So it should be, I have on my calendar November 14th, but that following November 21st, it's up to you guys. Thanksgiving is on the 28th. That's the fourth Thursday.
Wasn't it because of some Girl Scout something? There was
Yeah, there was
something
a
gonna be here all
change.
week.
Something changed.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have that week on Tuesday, the 12th, is the annual update to City Council for Missy for the Historical Park Board update is on Tuesday, the 12th, and there's a council meeting that night. We have an arts and culture meeting on the 13th, but I have on my calendar the 14th. Oh, we have a charcuterie board class
That's
that
it.
night. So charcuterie will be in here and we will be in the church if the 14th works for you guys.
It's fine by me.
Either
Yeah,
one
let's
is
do it.
fine.
It's fine.
So do we need to amend the previous since I gave the wrong
Yes.
date?
So instead of the 28th, it's the 14th. Okay.
Well, no, November 7th, instead of the 17th, it's the 14th.
Right.
Yes,
Thank you for catching that.
it's in the church.
Yeah, and it'll be in the church because charcuterie will be going on in here.
All right, we're going to move on to receive an update on historical park current projects, events, and upcoming activities. Is that what we just did? Yes. All right, so now we're gonna receive an update from board members on parks, programs, events, and facilities attended at the Farmers Branch.
Didn't drive live. The park was
It
beautiful.
was beautiful, the band
Yeah.
were good.
The band was good. Yeah.
And the dinner was great, y'all missed a great dinner.
I'm sorry about
It's
that.
okay, I understand. You missed y'all? Okay. Anything else?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So we're over the Arts and Culture Committee now and
Oh.
the,
Arts and culture?
for Mustang Station and the West Side Art Trail and the newest piece, Foxy, the sculpture that's gonna go into the West Side Art Trail was delivered. So, it has not been installed, it's been delivered to offsite storage, so we know all of that's ready for installation, but it was really exciting to get that.
And where's it
Here and
going?
then- It is going with the West Side Art Trail, which
Okay.
on that side, I didn't bring my map. As I get more information, this is the Arts and Culture Committee. So they are over all of the citywide art, the wrapping of the electrical boxes.
It's really nice, have y'all seen them?
Yeah.
Really nice.
They look really, really good. And there's, the goal is to have more of those done. Have more artwork for the West Side Art Trail as well as possibly more for around the city. The mural that was put on the restrooms at Hoya, they were part of that. And of course the Mustang Station, the sculptures that are there. And then,
So was the giraffe in the rose garden, was that part of that too?
I think that was here before, all of that, but it does fall under our citywide art and the upkeep and everything. And so they have different committees that are working on different, like when we have our Bluegrass celebration on Friday and Saturday. That Sunday, then they do what's called Branch Arts Live. They did it last year and they're going to do it again this year, where a lot of the schools' dance groups come out and they use the stage that we use for the acoustic stage. They did performances on that. And so families came out and watched, and it was a lot of fun last year. So they're scheduling that again this year. So it's a great group. And last year they won for Board of the Year. And so our focus right now is getting more.
But did they get a charcuterie board?
Okay,
just kidding.
I know we all got the bottle openers from the tree. But yeah, stuff they're working on. So it made me think of Foxy. I was going to tell you all that has been delivered, and we're excited. And there's 2 more pieces that are being commissioned right now, and then we'll work on more. So that's me.
How does their budget enter into this budget?
They have a separate one.
Totally separate?
Yeah, it's
the
not with the historical
intermanagement
park.
one?
It is a separate one.
So what did you mean when you said they report up through us? What's
Oh,
the
no, I'm
us?
sorry, I meant for like staff, we sit on their board as well, so,
I see.
Bonnie and I are the staff liaisons, so that wasn't very clear. Y'all don't have to do anything, they're their own boards.
Okay.
But, I'm the staff liaison, so I sit on their board just like this one. And, they meet here, so that's when I was reading off the calendar and I said, arts and culture's here. They're now gonna be meeting here.
Okay.
And it has representatives from Firehouse Theater, from Farmers Branch Business, from the Dallas colleges, so Brookhaven, residents. And Christian, you sat on when they first were trying to get everything together. You were the liaison from the Historical Park Board, so it. Their focus is Mustang Station, the Arts District. So the Historical Park is part of the Arts District. So all that, and then the West Side Art Trail, and then just in general art around the city, and getting more art and educating and letting more people know about everything that we have, and where we can add things around the city, especially the West Side, since
Will
some
there
of that
be
area is growing.
Will there be an opportunity to work with them?
Probably, yeah. I know before we did a meeting, it's been several years ago, I think Missy, you went to that tri-board meeting where it was historical park,
Yep.
parks, and was it art?
Culture.
Was it arts and culture? Yeah, and seeing how, since we are all so connected, how we can all work together. And like for the Parks Board, we update and send things that we're doing here, our quarterly things, but also any big, activities, and all, of course they know about the event center. All of the boards are invited to that next week, so to keep it much more, everyone knows what everyone else is doing, and so we can be there and support. And
Do you need help next week? Do you need us to do anything?
I'm working with Lynette to see what all her needs are. I know there was furniture and all that's being delivered tomorrow and everything, so I have it set where I'm helping her on Tuesday, anything that they need to get ready for, but I'll check with her and let you know. But thank you so much. It should be a lot of fun. Electricity's on and everything. So there's air conditioning.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Important, good.
All right, discuss agenda items for the future historical park preservation and restoration board meeting. I have one. I just want to know where we are on the STEPS program and if we need to continue with that. And if we do, now that this building is done, maybe we can focus on that, or are we trying to get to be a accredited museum? What is our goal there?
So the STEPS program, yes, I can add it to the agenda. We did have it on there, and I think it was a meeting you were out, and we kind of tabled it until we got the discussion going. We have completed a lot of the certificates with that, so I'll bring all that information, do an update, and yeah, we
Just
can.
like what we need to have, do we need to finish it? What's our goal? What's our end game? I know that there was at one time talking about this building that they wanted to do something like a phase 2 or something to have museum items in there. Was that ever discussed again?
That,
Or is that, you know who that was that was
Yeah.
talking? Okay.
my understanding with that, it was in the plans, and then it was kind of tabled to phase 2, getting the event center up and going,
Right.
getting that successful, working on fulfilling all of that and then seeing how the success with that and then looking at doing a phase 2 down the road was the
Okay.
last I heard.
I
Now,
just didn't know what you guys wanted.
oh, I always want more space. We can always use more storage space and office space and everything and exhibit space. Well, some of that will be addressed with the master plan. We do need storage space out here, and that is one thing that we have in there is for them to look at possibly our maintenance area, redoing that where we could have a building that would provide more storage space for collections, kind of overflow staffing areas, because as it is now, we have no room to grow for staff. There's no office space or anything, and as y'all know, we're really spread out. We have no storage space. When the log cabins were disassembled, everything that goes in those log cabins is in the service station. So now the service station is not available to view. So we're looking at, being able to, the collections that we have, once the logs are back, of course, that stuff will go back in this. But in the interim, we can get the Glad Acres truck out, or, it doesn't make it where if you come for a tour, you're able to see it. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there that, we want to be able to get out of there. So that is a thing in the master plan of having them assess where do we have on the property, because of floodplains and different logistics, is there an area like the maintenance area that could be redone and that would provide more storage space, office space, things of that nature.
Okay.
So it definitely, we want it addressed in that, and then would be able to then come up with a plan, be able to take to council for their review, their input, and their decision.
So is the master plan scheduled for this year or next?
It is scheduled for this year to start. We have
Okay.
it all ready to, about ready to go out to bid. They're reviewing the request for a proposal, and then it will go out, we'll get the proposals back, and then it will have to go to council for their approval and everything, and then have the work start. But we do have it scheduled to go ahead and begin, but the majority of the work probably next year. It's gonna take a while. But that's the next step. Very excited to have a master plan, and that will help us not just for storage and space, but also for the log cabins. Where can they go back? We have a floodplain. We have issues with that. Where's the best location? What floodplain adjustments need to be made, and all of that landscaping, and also with the interpretation. There's a lot more than just, we're going to pick up and move the building and plop it right here. Well, that completely changes the interpretation and the story that we tell. There's a reason the buildings are where they're at. So all of that gets tied in with the master plan so that we have a very good, strong case to move forward in saying we are being the best stewards of this property, and this is the best way to move forward to bring those cabins back. Possibly, fingers crossed, expand and maybe able to add more hands-on demonstration and interactive areas, and maybe even other stuff that if there's room for. And so all of that will be included with the master plan. So I'm very excited to have that done.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to discuss next meeting?
I'd like to ask a question.
Yes, ma'am.
When was the last master plan?
Official 2009.
Oh, wow.
We've done, of course, like our strategic updates. The board did their strategic plan, but a site master plan, 2009. So it's been,
I remember that one.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there's been
yeah, there's been a few changes since then.
a-
A couple ordinance came in. So yeah.
Thank you. All right, can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, second. 6:55. Teresa.
Wow.